Hey guys, so today we're going to be looking at more relationship stories. Yeah, let's just get right into the video. I found out a horrible secret about my fiance. How do I confront him? We have been together for 3 years and a half. Everything had been great. In fact, I would say the healthiest relationship I've ever had. He's been caring and sweet, just a little introverted. We've never had any serious arguments at all. But around 2 days ago, he fell asleep with his phone on. He has set it to never lock, so I decided to take a peek. Not really expecting to find anything, but now I feel really stupid for it. Big trigger warning. What did she find? These titles and some of the images are explicitly sexual in nature, the ones he wrote as well. If it were only fascination, I could easily understand, but that's the part that has shocked me and confused. I found he collects videos and pictures of dead bodies, men and women. He even has several playlists on YouTube ranging from funerals to autopsies. They are perfectly organized. None of it is over the top violent, but it's all post-mortem. I'm talking about hundreds of these photos and videos. I think she should run. I don't think she should be even typing this, or she has time to just type this. If I found my boyfriend collects pictures and videos of dead bodies on his phone, I want to be out of that as soon as possible. It's literally deep down on the internet for him to find these photos for sure. And videos. What the frick? At first, I tried to blame it on his grief and the fact he suffered too many losses, nearly his entire family. However, these albums and playlists have titles with very inappropriate undertones. And then I also found he bookmarked 2 pages, both of which display pictures and stories of deceased people. Again, with very obviously sexual and romantic intent, and even explicitly so for the stories. I'm struggling to remember exactly what I saw because I was in shock. But think of these titles being kind of like dead beauties / hotties. It's definitely not doing it for science. Do you know what I mean? It's definitely doing it for his own sexual pleasure, if that's what he's gonna title all these videos. That's a fetish for some people. Pretty sure not a lot of people, but there are people out there who are sexually attracted to those stuff. He has never been violent or expressed any kind of sadism towards me or anyone else that I know of. He has spoken before about how he finds funerals and death should be quite peaceful and something he finds beauty in, but I never saw this as strange considering what he's been through. Now I'm not sure what he meant by that. I'm honestly upset, but I haven't been able to gather the courage to confront him about this. I'm so confused. I never saw anything like this before. If anyone could offer me guidance on how to bring this up to him, I'd appreciate it. Thank you. I don't think you should even bring it up to him. What if you become the next dead body? Run. All right, tell someone else. Tell them. So if anything happens to you, at least they'll know who to point the clues to. I would just act normal and just slowly get out of there. Right? Because I feel like it's too risky for her to be like, so what's this? What have you been doing? That's too risky. That's scary. Right? Can you imagine? You're in a loving relationship with your partner of 3 years, and this is what you find out. Everything is a lie then. I would not, every single thing they've said to me, I would think that's been a lie. That's not true. Because why are you into dead bodies? Why are you sexually attracted to dead bodies? What? So he's been collecting these photos. What if one day he just wants to do it for real? I'm saying what if, right? That's scary. Can you report this to the police? I don't even want to Google it, seriously. But yes, girl should think about her safety first. Who cares about him? Once you find that out about your boyfriend or your partner or whatever, there's no going back. Because would you really want to be with someone who's into that? You cannot, man. This changes every single thing. Why would you even be attracted to that? The fact that he named the titles sexually, dead bodies, dead beauties. He's just totally forgetting that they were actual people who lost their lives. I feel like it would still be weird, but fine if there was nothing sexual about it. Because a lot of people, they're interested in those kind of stuff, right? They're interested in watching gore. They're interested in how the body works. They're interested in watching just those kind of videos. But as long as they're not sexually attracted to it, they're watching it, and some people, they just like watching it for curiosity, not because, they're sexually attracted to those kind of things. But once you know that your partner is sexually attracted to dead bodies and is collecting all these videos and photos for his sexual satisfaction, That's a big get out of there before you're next. My husband offered me instant noodles as a Mother's Day dinner and doesn't understand why I'm mad. Is it time to give up? Oh, instant noodles. He could have just made some pasta and called it a day. Surely he can just do that. I wish I was making this up genuinely. I reminded him of Mother's Day earlier in this week. His sister did as well. He made no plans whatsoever and instead kept asking me to essentially plan the day myself. I've mentioned in the past that I hate doing that. He wants me to plan everything, date nights, special events, holidays. If I don't plan dates, we don't go, then he gets mad at me. Anyway, I told him 2 things I wanted for Mother's Day. 1, for him to plan it himself, and 2, for him to not ask me what to make for dinner. Context on that last point. I work doubles on the weekends, so I have time for sure during the week. Every Sunday without fail, he asks me what to make the kids for dinner because he's incapable of looking in the fridge and figuring it out himself. I told him I didn't want to do without on Mother's Day. So what does he do? He asks me what he should make for dinner. I said surprise me. He sends me a picture of ramen and said, I have this if you want it. I lost my shit. I've never felt so disrespected. He says, I didn't ask what to make for dinner. I asked what you wanted for dinner so I could make it. As if it's not the same question worded differently. What? What is that supposed to mean? I didn't ask what to make for dinner. I asked what you wanted for dinner. Huh? What should I make for dinner? What do you want for dinner? We've been together 6 years. He knows what I like. Anyway, I'm fed up and thinking it's time to just separate. I don't think he's ever gonna get it. Do you think I'm overreacting? No, because 6 years, that she doesn't want to plan every single day. I don't want to do every single thing. I just want to feel loved for once on Mother's Day. But no, he just doesn't get it, hey. I feel like, yeah, if they're not willing to change after like the first year, that's it. How have they been together for 6 years and he still doesn't get it? Excuse me? And then once she leaves him, he's going to be like, but I don't know why. There were no signs. She didn't show me any signs. I don't know what I did wrong. Boy, stop. Update, I'm leaving him. I don't know when exactly because finances are an issue, but we're done. He pestered me to come home early from work, and when I did, he was just opening the fridge and asking me what we have so he can cook. He still hadn't even come up with a plan. I decided I was leaving him before I even left work, but this was really the icing on the cake. Thanks for all the kind words and encouragement. Girl, you deserve so much better, for sure. No way he's just gonna be like, you want an instant noodle? She could make that herself. She could just come home and put some hot water in it and it'll be done in 1 minute. That's no effort. Sometimes you can make like the most simplest meal. Maybe even like scrambled eggs. Okay, she would probably like better than the freaking instant noodles. At least she made an effort to try versus just pouring hot water in. Come on now. And like, where are the flowers? Where are the gifts? Huh? Maybe just giving her some money for her to just spend. You know what I mean? Like, treat yourself. Get yourself some nice clothes. Something, right? Do your nails. You know, make yourself feel pretty again. No. Do you want this instant noodle? Because I'll make it if you want it. But if you don't want it, then I don't know what I'll make anymore. The attitude too. My girlfriend's mad I slept with my neighbor. What does that mean? What does that mean? Like, you slept with the neighbor before you got together with your girlfriend? I was 21 when I moved into my own apartment. A cute girl lives across the hall from me, so we started flirting, and that led to us having sex. A one-time thing. No interactions with her since other than saying hi in the hallway. After that, I met my current girlfriend, which I've been dating for 6 months now. We talked about how many partners we've had before, but never specifically mentioned who they were. Anyway, yesterday 2 of them met in the hallway as we were going to my place. Girlfriend said she's cute and asked me why I never made moves on her. Then I told her we actually slept together once, and she was so shocked and pissed off. I tried to apologize, talk or do whatever, but she refuses to talk to me. Even if I had any kind of relationship with the neighbor, I would end it immediately for my girlfriend. How can I handle this and smooth it out? Yeah, you know what? He should have never said anything. You know, people only get mad if they know the person that your partner has slept with before. That's when it becomes a bit weird. But if you don't have a face to put on anyone that your partner has slept with previously, then it's fine. It's just the fact that you know your partner was sexually attracted to his neighbor that's literally living down the hall from him, and they've slept together before. But they just didn't get together because, I don't know. And that's the thing. Now she's like, but why didn't they get together if they slept together? Right? It's just so awkward. He should have just never, never said anything and it would have been fine. I'll be pissed too, personally. If I was just like walking with my boyfriend and then, you know, his neighbor says hi and I'm like, hi. And then I was like, she's so cute. There's no way you didn't like her. And he's like, oh, I did. I slept with her. What the hell? Well, that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Tell me in the comments down below what your thoughts are. And as always, thanks for watching. Hope you guys liked it. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.